talk. What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. If you haven't checked out my last few videos, make sure you go check them out down below. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then what are you doing? Make sure you get on it. So in this video, I wanted to do another story time. I didn't really think my last story time was gonna be that great, but I was wrong. So I'm back again with another story. This story is not as depressing or anything like that. It wasn't funny at the time, but it's funny now. With story time, I decided I'm going to do like drink with me and listen to my story. I want to mix it up a little bit, make it fun, and incorporate either wine or beer or whatever alcoholic beverage I'm feeling. My drink of choice is Chardonnay. It's barefoot, cheap, don't really care what brand. If it's wine, I'm fine. To mind my cat mug. All of my wine glasses are dirty. Okay, so as you can tell, I changed. Since I'm doing this whole drink with me, listen to me rant type of thing, I want to treat it like how I would treat if one of my friends were to come over, just for like a glass of wine, or glasses of wine, or a bottle of wine. But anyways, yeah, so I just want to treat it like how I would if like I had a friend come over and we were just gonna have a couple drinks and just chat, talk about stories. I don't know. If I were to have like a friend over, I would be in my comfy clothes, so I'm gonna do that for this video. I mean, my last outfit was cute and all, but it was starting to get on my nerves. So this video, I wanted to do a story time, like I said. I'm gonna actually talk about two stories, but it's just because they go together really well. And they're both pretty crazy, so I figured I'd just do two in one. The first story I'm going to talk about is the time that my cousin accidentally knocked my front teeth out with a golf club. The second story time is going to be about the time that my dog accidentally bit my lip off. Both of those stories are really, really crazy. They were terrifying at the time, but now that I look back, it's absolutely hilarious to me. So grab you a glass of wine, grab you a beer, grab whatever drink you want, and let's get the story started. I can't remember which one happened first because I was so young during both of them. I do know specifically it was Mother's Day. I'm like laughing because the story is just too much. So it was Mother's Day. I was probably 5 or 6 years old. We were at my grandparents'. We were all celebrating as a family. My grandparents lived on this like great big farm, on this huge property near the National Forest. I think it was near the National Forest. I don't know. There was a bunch of woods and we played in them. All of the adults were inside. We were outside playing, me, my cousin Jamie, and my cousin Sean. And the two of them were hitting golf balls, and I don't know why I didn't. I don't know if it's just I didn't like it. I don't know why I wasn't like joining them, why I wasn't hitting with them, but I was just standing there watching them. I'm trying to think of my exact placement. I can't remember things like exactly because I was 5 years old. This was almost 20 years ago. I'm trying to remember how old. I was like in between Sean and Jamie. My placement, not the best. I mean, I was 5, 6 years old, didn't know. I mean, we all didn't really know. I'm trying to think of the exact motion that she did. So she's to my left side. I'm just like standing here and watching them hit the golf balls. And Jamie goes to swing to hit back, and when she went like this, it just like rammed me in the mouth. I'm pretty sure it was when she swung back, and I was like standing kind of to her right and a little bit back, so when she swung back, the golf club just like decked me straight in the mouth. It happened so quickly, like I really don't remember any pain or anything like that. I just remember like grabbing my mouth. Sean and Jamie were just like, and like at this point, like I'm pretty sure I'm screaming, they're screaming, to the point that like everyone inside can hear us. So everyone comes running out, And my Aunt Chelly, poor thing, first thing she said, she was like, Sean, what did you do? Like thinking Sean did something. Keep in mind, I'm still like this. And they all come out and no, like me and my cousins didn't really say anything. And they're like, what happened? What happened? And I just like remember moving my hand off of my mouth and just all this blood and like some teeth came out. They were just like, they all went into panic mode. And like my parents scooped me up and put me in the van and rushed me to the hospital. I just know my dad was like flying through lights and he had his emergency flashers on and everything to get me to the hospital. She's like pretty much knocked out all of like my front and bottom row teeth. There are a couple of teeth left in there, but they're literally like turned around. And then I had like a little bit of a cut, I think, right here. So they glued that, I want to say, and like I guess they got the bleeding under control. Jamie came to the hospital like at the end of the night. She was terrified to come to the hospital. I would be terrified too. She sent me a very sweet Snapchat once I told her what I was doing, so I'm gonna insert that right here.
You're a bitch. I didn't knock your teeth out. It was Sean.
I don't really remember much after that. I just know we went to the hospital. The next day I had to go to some orthodontist maybe, I don't know. He had to pull out all of the teeth that were like twisted and still in there. So like from here to here I didn't have teeth. From here to here I didn't have teeth. And I always get compliments on my smile. Yeah, it's nice, but trust me baby, there was some work put in it. Like, it's not just nice for no reason. All of my teeth that got knocked out were my baby teeth. So that was the good part in all of this. But the bad part was, I guess, from all of like the blunt force trauma, whatever. I'm not gonna say she, but basically when the golf club hit my mouth and hit my teeth, it paralyzed my adult tooth up in my gum. So in like middle school, I was missing a front tooth up until I want to say the 7th grade. Yeah, 7th grade. I was missing a front tooth. I ended up getting braces in the 6th grade to start getting everything realigned. And then in the 7th grade, I got this surgery to where they went up into my gum and attached it to my braces with like a chain. And pretty much like every week or two they would like tighten the chain so it would pull the tooth down and yank it down slowly. Oh my god. It just like makes me cringe thinking about it now. The day that I got out of my like surgery for attaching the chain, whatever, I had a voicemail on my phone from my friends like singing, do your chain hang low, do a bobble to the flow. I was like, thanks guys. And then I had one friend in middle school. He told me one time, he was like, I liked you better without your front tooth. And I was like, okay, thank you. So finally I had a front tooth by like the end of 7th grade, into 8th grade, and into my high school. Or my freshman year. I had my front teeth and everything. My front tooth is still messed up, unfortunately. I mean, that's fine right now. I don't know really what will happen when I get older. The nerve on the tooth that had to be yanked down, it's still damaged. It's always going to be damaged. At one point they didn't think it was even going to like stay in, like they thought it was going to fall out. My teeth definitely aren't that great. I have a great smile and everything, but honey, they is hurting. Like, I don't know why, but like I've kept this a secret because I was so self-conscious about it for the longest time. I mean, it's not necessarily a secret, but it wasn't something that I just like decided to tell people. But I do have veneers on the top row of my teeth. My one tooth that was damaged so much from the accident, since I had so much like nerve damage, the tooth just isn't normal. Like, it's not a normal color. So I got veneers on the top row of my teeth. I know some of you bitches from high school will be like so happy to hear me finally say that. I really don't care. It's the truth. Veneers are awesome. Like, my dentist is absolutely awesome. I was just very lucky that my parents were able to afford me to get veneers. I would love to get them on my bottom row, but you know, that is not cheap. Just like Cardi B said, but for real, like, it is not cheap. If you can't afford it, like, I do recommend it. They are awesome and they can last a good while. I just got kicked out of my chair to ask you to move. Hi. Oh, okay. So, do you like remember much from it?
Yes, it was a very traumatic time for me.
Oh, was I like to your left or right, or do you even remember that? Because like I'm trying to think.
So we were hitting golf balls towards the field.
Like, what part of the swing did you hit me? Was it like the beginning or like when you were following through?
I don't remember that exact position.
I don't either. I just knew that the golf club was like in my mouth.
Yeah.
Weren't you like terrified to come to the hospital?
I was absolutely, yes. I thought you were going to hate me. My mom made me come. I didn't want to go. I was crying the whole way there.
I just remember everyone came running out and was like, Sean, what did you do?
I immediately ran inside to my mom because you just had a mouthful of teeth and blood. And I was scared to run into my little baby cousin. And I ran inside and ran to my mom crying and just didn't say anything. And then everyone yelled at Sean. I don't know if I ever came clean or if he just said that he didn't do it. But.
I just remember running up, like, going up to everyone, and they're like, what happened? And, like, I moved my hand from my mouth, and just blood and teeth came out everywhere.
Yeah, and y'all just immediately went to the car, and your mom was just, like, you know, super Dr. Mom.
They just, like, scooped me up.
And then off you went, and I was just there alone, saw myself crying, and I just ruined your mouth, and you haven't let me live that down.
I love you, Jamie. I forgive you for knocking my teeth out. I'm sorry that I won't let you live this down, but pour some more. It was like a couple years after, maybe like 1 or 2 to 3 years after. Me and my friend Mary were at my old house. It was like the first house we ever built here in Virginia. We lived in the same neighborhood, so we were always together. So we were playing in my parents' room, and I had a dog at the time. His name was King. He was a husky mixed with like wolf, mixed with German Shepherd. I don't know, he was a big dog, and he looked like a wolf. He was the sweetest thing in the world. He was the best protector. The reason why I'm saying this is like to stress the importance of how he did not mean to do this. He would never intentionally hurt me, ever. We were really young at the time. We were roughhousing with him. We were roughhousing with him so much. Like, he was getting old. He had arthritis. I'm pretty sure he was had just been sick. Like, he was an old dog. Like, he wasn't in the condition to be roughhoused with. I feel like he was trying to keep up with us, but it just got to a point we just kept on and kept on and kept on. Mary was on my parents' bed, and I was across the room sitting on their massage chair. And at that point, I think I was trying to calm him down. I'm pretty sure I was trying to calm him down because he was so riled up. And I was in his face. His snout was right here. And I'm trying to pet his ears and calm him down. And something happened and he yelped. And when he yelped, he opened his mouth. I mean, just think of a dog yelping. So when he opened his mouth and then closed it really quickly, we were so close, he accidentally caught a hold of my lip. It happened so quickly. It just felt like pain and blood, and then Mary was screaming at the top of her lungs, and I'm screaming, and honestly, you would have thought someone was murdered. And I had a house phone. My parents had a nightstand on each side, and one of them had a house phone, so she immediately went to go grab the phone and call her mom to come get her. By the time my dad's like running in, my dad's office was literally like right next to the master bedroom, so he heard it instantly. He came running in, saw me. He grabbed, I'm pretty sure he grabbed a washcloth and like gave it to me to hold over my mouth. The next parts are pretty much a blur to me. I think he tried to go after Mary to calm her down because she had ran out the room screaming and like was horrified. I mean, I would have been horrified too. I went into my parents' bathroom and I just remember looking in the mirror and like I had the cloth and I just like kind of took it down and like it was like a flap of my lip just like folded over. It wasn't like my whole lip, but it was like, imagine like cutting down the middle. And that's literally how it was, like flapped over. I'm like running outside freaking out again at this point. My mom isn't home. She was taking my cousin to like the movies or something. So we're trying to get a hold of her. Mary's waiting for her mom. Her mom pulls up, gets her. It's like, what happened? And I don't remember much from that, but I just remember getting in my dad's vehicle and we're going out of our neighborhood and we pass my mom and my dad flags her down, gets her in the car, shows her what happened, and we are on the way to the hospital. When we got to the hospital, I don't know if it's because it was like on my face or something or what, but they would not do anything there. They would not do the stitches there or anything. They would not mess with me there. They wouldn't do anything. So I think they had contacted this like plastic surgeon in our area. So at like midnight or after midnight, we went to this plastic surgeon's office. I don't know what exactly he was. I want to say he was a plastic surgeon, but his name is Dr. Bigelow. I think he may have retired, but Dr. Bigelow, thank you for coming in after hours to sew my lip back onto my face. I'm pretty sure it required like 13 stitches just right here and then like a couple right here. You can barely tell that I even have it though, so I'm very thankful for that. I will include some like pictures and videos of it up close, and I'll take my makeup off so you can see it better. Nothing really happened after that. I mean, I got my stitches, got them out a couple weeks later, and everything was good to go. Again, he really did not mean to do it. But these were my traumatic stories, my traumatic mouth stories. I've had a lot of bad luck with my mouth. I thought they were pretty interesting, so that's why I wanted to share them. If you guys like this video, if you thought it was funny and interesting as well, make sure you like it down below, comment, subscribe, whatever. Just show me that you care. Like, I really, really appreciate it, guys. Let me know if you like my story times, if you want to hear more, and what you guys like seeing and what you guys don't like seeing, whatever. I'm open because I don't know, I enjoy putting stuff out there for you guys to watch and enjoy. I don't care if I have 200 viewers, 2,000 viewers, I don't care. As long as someone is enjoying my video, then I'm fulfilling my purpose. So, again, thank you guys for all of your support and your love. I appreciate it so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below, and wait for my next video to come out. I definitely have a lot of stuff coming for you guys, and I will see you guys soon.